I don't have any words. I have no words for you here tonight on your Monday Night Raw review. I am absolutely out of breath, speechless at what we've seen to end this show here tonight, bro. I mean, are you kidding? Are you joking, WWE? Because besides that little chuckle you heard right there, I am not laughing, bro. I am not laughing. Your jokes are not funny. Because right now, I don't know. I didn't know time machines existed because I was wondering at the end of the show here tonight, is this 2017 or 1997? Because quite honestly, I cannot tell the difference. I cannot tell the difference. Well, yes, there is a difference. What we saw here tonight was garbage. And what we saw in 1997 was actually fucking awesome. Because here tonight, to end this show, literally a minute ago, I saw Kane. Yes, Kane. Come out from under the ring. He makes a hole in the goddamn ring. Like he's feuding with The Undertaker or something. Makes a hole in the goddamn ring. Comes out from under the ring. And has to help Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman beat Roman Reigns. Are you fucking kidding me or something, bro? I mean, really? Really? First of all, and this is what irks me, Braun Strowman needs that much help to beat Roman Reigns? Since when did Roman Reigns become such a demigod? Matter of fact, not even a demigod, a super god. Holy shit. You gotta be kidding me with that one. Second of all, wasn't Kane on Smackdown the last time we saw him? Now he can just magically appear on Raw because he goddamn feels like it? Isn't this man running for an election? Or does he want to boost in the polls? So he said, you know what? Let me tune in on Monday Night Raw. Newsflash, Kane, nobody's watching this garbage show. Especially by the 11 o'clock hour. So, I mean, really, you ain't gonna get a boost of that much. But I mean, really? Really? Kane. You need to bring Kane back in order to have this Shield reunion. You're telling me the conglomerate of Braun Strowman, Sheamus and Cesaro, and The Miz was not enough. Now you need to bring a 20-year veteran in Kane back. Are you joking? This is going to be a 3-on-5 matchup. What type of cluster fuck is this, bro? And I'm supposed to believe that somehow the Shield is going to win? If the Shield wins, I'm going to be pissed off at that result at this point. Because you're going against 5 men. You're outnumbered. You are outnumbered. I'm not even going to complain that this makes no sense. Because I already know what the storyline is. Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker. Kane will get revenge for The Undertaker. Blah, blah, blah. Dickety dick. Right? Right? Alright. But what sense does it make that there needs to be a 5th member? If it was going to be Curtis Axel, I'm like, alright, Curtis Axel is worth half a shit, so it doesn't even matter. He'll be taken care of. But Kane is actually, if you want to look at it in that way, a viable member of a roster. He is, and per storyline, he is actually viable in that ring. So now I'm supposed to believe that the Shield is going to beat these guys. How is that going to make Braun Strowman look? That's going to make this man look absolutely pathetic. He looked absolutely pathetic here tonight when he needed help, so much help, to beat Roman Reigns, to the point where Sheamus and Cesaro had to come in and distract Roman Reigns in order for him to get the advantage, to the point where Kane has to come out from under the ring. Is Braun Strowman Jinder Mahal? Is Braun Strowman Jinder Mahal, bro? Where he needs the Great Khali coming out and the Singh brothers coming out, and his grandmother, and the next person, and everybody and their mother coming out. Is that what Braun Strowman is now? Ever since he lost to Brock Lesnar, this man has become a glorified pussy or something? You're kidding me? Braun Strowman looked like absolute garbage here tonight. And if you're telling me that the Shield is going to go in there and defeat a conglomeration of 5 men, one of those men being your Intercontinental Champion, 2 of those men being former tag team champions, Cesaro looking like a badass after losing his teeth, you're going to lose all that credibility. One of those men being a 20-year veteran, and Braun Strowman, who a month ago was challenging Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Yet I'm supposed to believe that the Shield is going to overcome that. And if they do, alright, let's say they do. That makes Braun Strowman look like absolute trash. That doesn't do anything to Kane. Kane's probably gone after TLC. The Miz, he's already a joke. He's already booked like that on Monday Night Raw. Sheamus and Cesaro are going to take a hit. They're going to look like a joke. But the man who's going to take the biggest hit is Braun Strowman. This is going to make this man look like an absolute joke. The fact that he has all these men around him and he still couldn't take out the Shield when you've shown, and that makes no sense, how you've shown that Braun Strowman can easily take down Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. And he's taken out Roman Reigns in the past, but apparently tonight it's an impossible deed. Inside a steel cage, Roman Reigns is such a super god. The Superman has risen, the Man of Steel. You're joking, bro. You are joking. Absolutely ridiculous. I do not believe that this is what the WWE has to resort to. And this shows the bullshit that is this Shield's reunion. That WWE has to resort to a conglomeration of 5 men who have nothing to do with each other and assemble this freaking party, this group of guys who coming out of this are going to be looking like absolute goons. They need to assemble this group, this entourage, this Miz-tourage, right? They need to assemble this in order to give the Shield viable opponents. Instead of WWE doing the right thing. Instead of WWE having a established team and bringing back the Shield per storyline for the right reason in order to create a fantastic storyline that lasts you the whole year against the viable team, against a Balor Club, against a Bullet Club, led by AJ Styles, led by a Finn Balor. But no, none of that. No, none of that, right? Maybe a stable, an NXT stable led by Samoa Joe. But no, none of that. Maybe a reformed Wyatt family. But no, none of that. Because you want to get Roman Reigns over. Because you want to get your TLC buy rates up. And because this is going to be a failure of a pay-per-view without that. Because you can't trust Asuka and you can't build Asuka up enough in order to build this pay-per-view around her. That you have to build it around the Shield, which is a complete nostalgia act. And if that wasn't shown last week, it was certainly shown here tonight. That you need to resort to this. To ridiculousness. It's not 1997. Kane is not a viable threat anymore. And I don't give a shit that the guy is coming back. I don't. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, bro. And you can tell the vibe in that arena was just like, what the fuck is going on? And my exact reaction was, what the fuck is going on? And I had no word. I just started laughing. I started laughing because whenever I see WWE with these ridiculous ideas, bro, that just make no sense and come completely out of the blue, there's no other reaction to embrace such disappointment. I'm over the rage. At this point, I'm over the rage. You know that WWE is a failure. At this point, you just accept it. But, I mean, you gotta fucking embrace somehow. You gotta find some way to get a laugh. And I was certainly laughing my ass up at the end of this show because I knew it. You probably knew it. WWE fucked up. And this Shield reunion is already proven to be a failure. If I didn't have my reasons last week, I certainly have them this week, bro. This shit sucks. You have to bring back Kane. Kane to get this shit over. You've got to be kidding me, bro. That is ridiculous. And I am not going to speak on that further. We're going to go over the segments, right? And, I mean, there you go. There you go. WWE brings back Kane. I'm going to title this video. I'm going to tag this video. And all these casuals who love the Kane are going to go and click on the video, right? They're going to click on the video. And I'm going to get my views. I'm going to get my point across in there. Hopefully, they will be enlightened by this enlightened thinking. I am the enlightened thinking during France in the 1700s during the French Revolution, right? Well, WWE, they're these despotic rulers who are just so behind the times and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about what they have to say because it's outdated and downright stupid. It's stupid. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, in case you did not know that. And there is a lot of content to go check out on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, and I think all of you should make sure to go check all of that content out. Just today, during Monday Night Raw, I did upload WWE 2K18 My Career Mode, episode number 1. As you're seeing, we got an update here today. We do have WWE 2K18 gameplay for your Monday Night Raw and Smackdown reviews now up on the channel. I was dying to get rid of WWE 2K17. That shit was awful. Now we got 2K18, and I'm happy. Looking pretty good, looking pretty realistic. Some things are outdated, like always, because they got to release these games yearly, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? So, there you go. We got that updated gameplay. We got My Career Mode episode number 1. Had a lot of fun doing that. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be one of my favorite things to do, getting to commentate over the matches of the Narcissist. Brad Bradford. Lex Luger, the Narcissist. Get out of town. We got a new Narcissist in town. And it is Brad Bradford. How can you get more heelish? How can you get more cocky? How can you be more of an asshole than a guy who has his first name in his last name? What the hell? Who's this guy? This guy's a clown. Not really. He's the Narcissist. Make sure to go check out the first episode of My Career. We have our first day in the Performance Center, so make sure to go check that out. Had a lot of fun making that. Had a lot of laughs. And we were talking to my boy Matt Bloom in the Performance Center, facing off against Ty Dillinger, watching The Rock get in there in the Performance Center. I like it. I like it. So make sure to go check that out. My Career, episode 1, uploaded today during Monday Night Raw. If you did not check that out, about 20 minutes right there. We're going to be uploading that about every other day or so. I'm going to have fun doing that. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much other content to go check out as well. We did pay-per-view review. Hell in a Cell being that latest pay-per-view. Last Sunday, I believe it was uploaded. Hell in a Cell 2017, so if you missed the review for that, 2 amazing Hell in a Cell matches we saw on that show. Everything in between, boring. Go check out that review. Raw and Smackdown reviews for last week are up. The official reunion of the Shield, or whatever the hell you want to call it, last week on your Raw review and Smackdown. I don't even know what's going on that show anymore, but make sure to go check that out. Smackdown Live review. There will also be a Smackdown Live review tomorrow after that show goes off the air. The modern day Maharaja Failure Raha with an announcement regarding the Survivor Series. And I'm super afraid that announcement is going to be Brock Lesnar versus Jinder Mahal. And if that is the announcement, bro, you thought Kane coming back was ridiculous. You haven't seen anything yet. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go check out my Raw and SmackDown reviews. Behind the Mic uploaded last was it morning, afternoon on Sunday, not on Saturday, because we were trying to do my career, but we did it completely wrong because we just did a basic create a character. Meanwhile, I didn't know they let you go further than that. They give you a basic create a character in WWE 2K18 for my career in the beginning, and you really can't do anything there. And that's the character I created. That was garbage. I went back and I got into a little more detail and actually made the character more like I wanted to make him. So we deleted that video and we did a new episode when we went into the Performance Center, and hopefully that video does better, and hopefully we can kick that off better this time around. Episode 2 probably coming out maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure when I'm going to release episode 2, but I'm having a lot of fun with that, so I might want to do that quicker. I don't know. I got to get a schedule working around that. Maybe every other day. Not sure, but I also want to do Universe Mode, and I do not know if I want to do Raw or SmackDown or both and NXT. I'm not sure. It's a lot of work right there, and I'm not sure if I want to do an hour long with those videos, because those do tend to go an hour long, and I don't want it to be that long, really. I might just do highlights of the matches that really aren't as important. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but my career, Universe Mode, we're doing that all for WWE 2K18. So make sure to stay tuned with that. And if you have any suggestions for how I should do it, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. Very, very important to me. If you guys have any thoughts on that, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. And of course, make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. I do not know what you are waiting for. Make sure to like this video if you enjoy what you're hearing here. And of course, make sure to like it if you didn't enjoy Monday Night Raw here tonight, but if you enjoy the content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, make sure to like it right there. Behind the Mic, episode number 41. We were talking about that very news I just mentioned. Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, the main event of Survivor Series, champion versus champion. Kill me now. Anyways, Monday Night Raw review here tonight. We were in Portland, Oregon, bro. Portland, Oregon. Actually, this was a damn good crowd here tonight. Portland, Oregon. They were very hyped, but I mean, there was a lot of casual shit on this show here tonight, including the Shield and them coming out to the fucking old Shield music, right? The old Shield music, or at least the intro of the old Shield music, and then Roman Reigns' theme, and their old attires and the old entrance and nostalgia, right? Right? Cool. I mean, whatever. We saw 50-year-old Kane return on this show, and then you got some idiots on Twitter tweeting me, oh, I like the decision to bring back Kane. It makes sense. Well, Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Well, Kane, he's just getting revenge for his brother. Who cares? That's not something I want to see. Is that a storyline you're dying to see? Roman Reigns versus Kane. I mean, really? Really, bro? My God, that sounds atrocious. But, I mean, we're going to go top to bottom here. We started off with the main event. We had Braun Strowman versus, Roman Reigns, the Super God, the Superman, no man gains, Roman Reigns. And this was in a steel cage. This was actually a damn good matchup. No doubt about it. There was an awesome spot in this matchup where Reigns, being a Superman, was going to escape, but Sheamus and Cesaro came in to slow Reigns down, and Ambrose and Rollins came out, and they started brawling around ringside with Sheamus and Cesaro. Here comes Braun Strowman, and Roman Reigns, who is on the outside of the cage at this point, pulls him by the hands back in, gets him in suplex position at the top of the cage, suplex off the top of the cage. Looks awesome. This is awesome. Chants ring around the arena. Cool. And we see a brawl that continued to the backstage area between Sheamus and Cesaro and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. And Miz actually locked them outside into the parking lot area, which I found absolutely ridiculous. And here's another one of the logic holes in WWE booking. They were acting like these guys were locked out. Is there only one entrance to the goddamn arena that they were in here tonight? What's the name of this arena? What's the name of this arena? We got it right here. The Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. You're telling me there's only one entrance through the parking lot to the Moda Center? You gotta be fucking kidding me. They were pretending like Sheamus and Cesaro were locked out of the building. You gotta be kidding me. In the parking lot area. They're stuck there forever. Joking me, bro. Joking me. Anyways, the brawl continued. Miz, he closed the door on them, and they were locked in the parking lot. Supposedly, WWE logic. Reigns managed to get Braun Strowman stuck on the ropes. 2 Superman punches there. Braun Strowman falls from the ropes where he went wiener first. No cursing here. Wiener first. Not there, at least. Wiener first into the ropes, right? And Roman Reigns hits a 3rd Superman punch, but it was a pop-up Superman punch. Wow. That gets a near fall. And as Roman Reigns is charging up for the spear, the 50-year-old Kane's music hits. This ain't no Kane from 1997, I'll tell you that much. And I think they added some riffs to his song. It sounds cheaper and less scary and less demonic now. I don't know why. Maybe because the old song was too scary and Kane is trying to be a political leader in America where everything's so sensitive, huh? Anyways, this music starts playing and I'm like, no, bro. No, they're not gonna be this stupid. They're not gonna do it. And a hole is ripped through the ring. Out climbs a 50-year-old Kane. And he hits like 2 choke slams on Roman Reigns. I think Braun Strowman hits another one. And then Kane hits a tombstone. And I think Braun Strowman then hit another, on top of that, another power slam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what it takes to beat Roman Reigns. 2 choke slams, a whole steel cage match with Braun Strowman, a tombstone, another power slam by Braun Strowman. If not, Roman Reigns is fresh as a daisy in all his matches, right? You're kidding. You've got to be kidding. WWE logic is so skewed, bro. So goddamn skewed. But Kane returns, and I gave you my rant. It's ridiculous. It really is goddamn ridiculous. Yeah, there might be some storyline sense in it, but because it makes sense per storyline that Kane would want to get revenge for his brother, that doesn't mean you want to see it. Because it makes sense, you now apparently want to see it? Where are you coming from? God damn. Absolutely ridiculous how you need to put together a conglomerate of 5 men who have nothing to do with each other to take on the Shield just because you want numbers, just because you want to get Roman Reigns over when there's nobody to fight the Shield. Ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And I don't believe it. I don't believe that WWE would be this stupid, but I mean, here we are. Here we are. Curtis Axel the whole night he went to, whatchamacallit, where's the segment? Back from commercial. This was earlier in the night. Curtis Axel is giving the Bar a pep talk in the locker room, and this was actually a nice pep talk by Curtis Axel, telling them they need to stay strong for Braun, because if he beats Roman Reigns tonight, he'll be the 5th man at TLC. It's in his hometown, so they need to do it. And Braun rolls up, he comes in. Curtis tells him life is all about moments, and his moment is at TLC hinges on whether he wins or loses tonight. And he's not the only one sitting on the sidelines. He tells Braun he needs it more than anything. He wants to fight, and matter of fact, he wants to find Roman Reigns and fight him right now. Strowman with the fantastic, beautiful one-liner. He's like, then go do it. And Axel starts backing up. He starts backing up on his word. Cesaro says it sounds like he's scared, and Sheamus says the 5th member of their team wouldn't be afraid to take on Roman. Axel then psychs himself up and walks to go fight Roman Reigns. That leads to this segment, which came right before the main event, where Curtis Axel was found hanging upside down from a plank as if this is one of the Batman Arkham games, and Batman left one of Joker's goons hanging from a gargoyle, bro. And what pisses me off here is this WWE booking, bro. This WWE logic, where all the referees come in. Who attacked him? Oh, get some medical doctors over here. Who do you think attacked him, bro? Hornswoggle? My God, you've got to be kidding. The man, right before the commercial break, went up to fight the Shield. And now somebody else apparently attacked the guy? Are you kidding me? Put two and two together. Are these guys such idiots? Are these dummies? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yet you book everything on this show, from your superstars to your referees, like half-witted idiots. It is absolutely despicable. I don't understand it. But I mean, this is just the things I notice when I'm watching this show. This is just the things I notice. But we go to a segment where Mickie James was interviewed, saying that she's not going to lie, that Alexa Bliss's words hurt, but she has a 3-year-old little boy waiting for her at home. He is the light of her life, but something that would make that so much better is to be able to bring home that Raw Women's Championship. And she was in a match with Bayley, who's absolutely awful, by the way. She was in a match with Bayley earlier in the night against Alexa Bliss and Emma. We'll talk about that. Miz walked in saying that on Sunday the 5 of them are going to dismantle the Shield, asking where Axel is, with Sheamus and Cesaro explaining that he wanted to beat up Roman Reigns, with Braun saying that he told him to go do it. Another fantastic one-liner. Braun was like, I told him to go do it. And Miz walked off frustrated. So clearly I told you what happened. Axel was left hanging from a plank, and it was a cool visual. It really was. Mickie James and Bayley versus Alexa Bliss and Emma. Now I don't understand why Mickie James picked up the win here if Emma is going into a matchup with Asuka on Sunday. Emma's going into a matchup with Asuka on Sunday, and wouldn't you want Asuka's challenger to look somewhat credible so Asuka can look that much better when she beats Emma? You kidding me, bro? Not to mention the fact that Alexa Bliss is your women's champion, and she was pinned on TV. I'm sorry, but champions should not be pinned unless the pinfall that they are taking is the pinfall that has them lose the championship. Are you kidding me? And it feels like I'm saying that way too much tonight, but I mean, I really am not. I really am not, because everything on this show, it's like a joke. It is like a joke, bro. My lord, why would you pin your women's champion on television? I don't care if it's the go-home show and Mickie James pinned Alexa Bliss here tonight. That means that on the pay-per-view, Alexa Bliss is going to win. It's 50-50 booking. It makes nobody look good. Because your champion's taking clean pinfall losses on TV for no goddamn reason when it's not necessary. NXT doesn't do that. And look how great Drew McIntyre looks as a WWE NXT champion. Look how great Asuka looked as women's champion. Look how great the Authors of Pain looked. You gotta be kidding me. You really do. Champions should not be losing on television. When champions lose, they lose because they are losing the championship. It devalues the title, and it devalues the person holding the title. It's garbage. Get rid of it. It's awful, and you seem to do it way too much. Anyways, here we are. Where am I? This segment. This is ridiculous. Really is. Commentary tosses to a recap of Bray Wyatt's segment from last week, where he was possessed by the spirit of Sister Abigail and wore corpse paint and a sheet on his head. Finn Balor makes his entrance. He says, when Bray introduced Sister Abigail to the world, he didn't know what to think. Had he lost his mind or outsmarted all of us? He thought it was another trick, a mind game, but he was wrong. When he was a kid, he read about the Celtic festival of Samhain, a night when the dead rose and monsters walked the earth. He thought those were just stories, but after feeling Sister Abigail's presence, he realized they were real. Wyatt may have his tricks, but Finn has some of his own. And just like the legend of Samain, he'll slay a monster with a demon of his own. The lights flicker, and Balor continues staring into the camera. His demon has no fear. The demon appears, right? You see the demon staring into the camera. And the camera's so cheesy, bro. Like, this is for 5-year-olds, bro. It's Halloween, right? You gotta get the scary. The camera's right on Finn Balor's face. Right on Finn Balor's face. So cheesy. And then the demon flickers, right? Every time the lights flicker, here comes the demon. Oh, he says something else. Here comes the demon. He says dreams about nightmares. Demon. And is dying to meet Sister Abigail. So a little jab at Bray Wyatt's promo last week. Then you see the demon. And the demon says, run. Are you kidding me? That's the best you got? This is cool, right? It's cool. It would have been cool if this feud would have had a purpose when it started. It would have been cool if this had been done 2 months ago when this feud was still fresh in our eyes. But no, it's being done now. This is like the 5th time these two are going to face. Finn Balor has beaten Bray Wyatt twice. And you know what? He's probably going to do it again at TLC. So what is the point of this? I have no idea. You have no idea? I thought so. Makes no sense. Get rid of it. TLC better be the last time these two go at it. Absolutely dreadful. I mean, you gotta have this demon come out here. Finn Balor, so great in NXT. Probably one of the best runs of his career. I don't know what he did in New Japan, so that's just speaking off what I've seen in NXT. NXT was white hot when Finn Balor was there, and he was the face of NXT. He led NXT through that. Comes to the main roster, feuding with Finn Balor in a meaningless goddamn feud, and the demon being made a mockery of. Who cares? I mean, who cares at this point? What do I expect, right? Right? Ambrose and Rollins versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the tag team titles. This was a damn good championship match. I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably the best part of the show here tonight was this. Not as good as what they did at No Mercy, because at No Mercy they tried to kill each other, but good nonetheless, with Ambrose and Rollins winning up the dirty deeds. So there you go. There you go. Good match. Not gonna lie to you. Probably the best part of the show right there. Rollins and Ambrose are very, very good together. They're very, very good in the ring. And they show that. So are Sheamus and Cesaro. But everything in between is trash because WWE could not book for their life. And it sucks. We have Enzo Amore who makes his entrance. He does the whole spiel, right? He hears the boos and assumes the crowd is asking where his boo is. The Cruiserweight Championship is his boo. And he rolls his footage of himself losing the title last week. He wants to be real for 1 minute. He got nuked, duped, screwed, and robbed of his title, and that's no conspiracy, that's a fact. He complains about being forced into a lumberjack match for the title and says Mustafa Ali helped, or Mufasa, he called him Mufasa. He called him Mufasa. This show. Mufasa Ali helped steal the title from him. Enter Kalisto. He tells Enzo enough is enough. His mouth is like a 7-Eleven. It never closes. You can blame him. You can blame Kurt Angle. The whole 205 Live roster. Hell, blame the WWE Universe. Whatever helps him sleep at night. On the knockoff Gucci sheets he has. But there won't be any excuses at TLC when he retains the title. And, by the way, Kalisto botched that part. He said becomes the new Cruiserweight Champion. How are you going to become the new Cruiserweight Champion if you already are Cruiserweight Champion? Learn how to cut a promo, please. Oh my, but where am I here? Enzo provides running commentary where am I? I'm lost here. Amore takes offense at the idea that he'd have to buy a knockoff and says he doesn't understand why he's standing on the tracks when there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Out comes Arya Daivari, Drew Gulak, Noam Dar, and Tony Nese, who hit the ring to beat Kalisto down. So, 2 weeks ago, these guys were all hitting Enzo Amore with their finishers, and now they're fighting for him? Where's the logic on this show? Where is the brain power? But Enzo was providing running commentary, mocking Kalisto as they were beating him down, saying that at least Rey Mysterio wore a Louis Vuitton mask. He joined, but he doesn't want to get dirty. Mustafa Ali comes in with the save, Frankensteiner for Nice, super kick for Gulak, shoulder thrust for Enzo, lariat for Dar, a kick for Daivari, but that damn numbers game wins out, and they put boots to the former freelance champion. They mix their beatdown up, attacking Kalisto some more in turn. Daivari hits his Pepsi twist on Ali. That's what they called this guy's finisher, the Pepsi twist. And that's a sick looking finisher too. It's like a clothesline that just takes your head off, and they call that shit the Pepsi twist. WWE is in big trouble, bro. My God. He hits the Pepsi twist on Ali. They draw the champ up, and Enzo hits his inverted stomp, face breaker, if I can speak here, to polish it off. Enzo asks them how they're doing, and they take their leave. They're all gonna go to the back, have a nice meal at Titus Catering, right? And they are going to have themselves a nice meal and drink some Pepsi Twist, bro. Gotta be kidding me. Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. Sasha makes Alicia tap out with the bank statement. That match was nothing. But it's after the match when things actually got interesting, with Sasha Banks being interviewed before she could say anything. Alicia Fox attacked her in an actually brutal manner. Sasha tried to fight back. Didn't happen. Got her face slammed into containers and shit and got thrown into containers. Looked pretty brutal. And she pushed down a referee when the referee tried to stop her. I mean, Alicia Fox can be very brutal. She can be very vicious, very malicious. If I'm going to rhyme here like Sean's View Entertainment. But, I mean, why do you need to go on a podcast and complain in order to get on TV and be put in some pathetic storyline on Raw? It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't care. You don't care. She hasn't been on TV for months. She's not credible. And it shows. And WWE fucked up once more. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to move on and say you don't care. And that's exactly what I'm doing right here. The Miz welcomes us to Miz TV, saying that Kurt Angle didn't give the crowd what they wanted in order to protect the Shield from getting shattered at their hands, with The Miz saying it was the intention not to attack because of not Cesaro and Sheamus. If not, Cesaro and Sheamus wouldn't have their tag title match tonight. Cesaro took the mic, sounding all types of fucked up. Sheamus said they're going to shatter the Shield into 3 different pieces. They'll break Ambrose's back with a chair, or Rollins' leg by throwing him off a ladder, or Reigns' something by putting him through a table. That's when Miz took the mic again, saying that for years, the Shield has been regarded as the greatest faction of all time, but they can't compete with them after what they have been through, and that's when he brought out Braun Strowman. Strowman said that last week the Shield took him out because none of them could do it on their own, and he's going to take them out each and every single week until the Shield is no more. Miz said that the 5th partner would be Curtis Axel, with Angle coming out and saying that it will not happen, and if Roman wins the steel cage match with Strowman tonight, the match goes back to being a 3-on-3 with Miz and Sheamus and Cesaro. But if Strowman wins, they get a 5th partner. And clearly, that 5th partner was fucking Kane. So, clearly, nothing exciting there, right? Cedric Alexander versus Jack Gallagher. They actually gave this match a promo package for a cruiserweight feud for the first time in God knows how long. This was a promo package of Cedric Alexander and his feud with Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher. So we get the match, right? I'm like, oh, okay, promo package, that's cool. And then the promo package ends up being longer than the match, and you say, oh, right, yeah, these are the cruiserweights on Monday Night Raw. So that means you shouldn't give a fuck. So I went back to not giving a fuck, and now I'm going back to saying, let's move on here. Where are we here? Emma was interviewed saying that she is tired of hearing all the focus on Asuka, saying that she started the women's revolution every fucking week with this. You've made even Emma, who is so fantastic, cringe, and that is so sad. But she said that she is a social media superstar, this, that, blah, 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 blah. That's when Alexa Bliss came in, saying that she agrees with Emma and thanks her for starting the women's revolution, saying that Mickie James tried to body shame her last week, and it's the younger woman like her and Emma that deserve to get the attention. She asked Emma to team up with her against Mickie James and her partner, to which Emma agrees. So, there you go. There you go. And we clearly discussed that matchup. Emma and Alexa Bliss should have stood tall there, with Emma preferably pinning Bayley and looking somewhat credible going into her matchup with Asuka. 2 weeks, 2 wins in a row on Raw, and you don't have to pin your goddamn champion. Bayley's worthless anyways, so she could really realistically take the pinfall and nobody would give a crap. But of course not, right? Of course not. We actually had a pretty hilarious segment with Elias Sampson, Gallows, and Anderson, which was ridiculous, but I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. Gallows and Anderson, they were warming up their vocal cords with Gallows. He was like, nerd, 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 nerd. Warming up his voice, you already know. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? Anyways, you had Anderson. He did the Honky Tonk Man theme, right? So that was pretty funny. And then Elias Sampson, he sang his song. And in between every lyric, Gallows and Anderson would say, nerd, right? That's actually a pretty cool catchphrase. I don't know why you'd give that to a heel team. I mean, it's a babyface catchphrase, no doubt about it. But Jason Jordan, Apollo Crews, and Titus O'Neil. This is what this led to. Jason Jordan, Apollo Crews, and Titus O'Neil. Joking. You've got to be joking me. But then again, it's not a joke because I'm not laughing, WWE. It is ridiculous. But this match was a load of nothingness, with Carl Anderson taking another pin, and he takes it to Apollo Crews, who is not even worth half a shit on Monday Night Raw. So, I mean, he hits Carl Anderson with the sit-out powerbomb. That leads us to the beginning segment of Monday Night Raw. They had the stage set up with tables, ladders, chairs, all of the above. There you go. Hoo-ha-ha, it looks cool, right? But, I mean, this show is certainly not cool here tonight. Kurt Angle, he started off the show welcoming us to Raw and declaring it safe to say that the Shield are back together. He reiterated that the Shield would face the team of Braun Strowman, The Miz, and Sheamus and Cesaro. That's when the Shield came out with the correct old theme music. Actually, not even the correct. It was the old Shield intro with Sierra, Delta, Hotel, or whatever the hell it is. Sierra, Hotel, Delta, Charlie, Alpha, whatever the hell. Right? It was that. And then it was Roman Reigns. Then it was Roman Reigns' theme. It wasn't even the old one with the old bass to it, with the old riff to it. It was just Roman Reigns' theme. So, I mean, there you go. They had the outfits on. It was a fresh sight. It really was a fresh sight. It made them look... I mean, we're so used to seeing Seth Rollins with the same tights, Roman Reigns with that same vest. It was a fresh sight. It was like 2014 all over again. A lot of attempted nostalgia by WWE here tonight. Clearly they brought back Kane, so that was their biggest attempt at that. But it was all a failure. It was all a failure because clearly this Shield reunion is nothing, and it is a nostalgia act. No doubt about it. But they made the entrance even from the goddamn, whatchamacallit. They made the entrance from the crowd, so there was that. But they got in the ring to This Is Awesome chants. Why are you chanting This Is Awesome chants for that, bro? With Roman saying that that was a good choice when Kurt Angle gave him the mic, because when the hounds come down to this ring, you either get out of their way or they beat your ass. Rollins grabbed the mic and told Reigns to take it easy, saying that it feels good to be in that ring because 5 years ago they got in that ring and they dominated and then it all went away. But that doesn't matter because now they are back together. Ambrose, he screamed tables, ladders, and chairs, saying that that's not why Strowman, Miz, and Cesaro and Sheamus should be scared. They should be scared because they are going into the ring with the Masters. And maybe he shouldn't have gotten ahead of himself and said that they could take on 4 or 5 guys, but if he could go back, he would say the exact same thing again. So enough talking, they came out to fight. Strowman came out, leading Sheamus and Cesaro as the Mr. stood in suits in the back. Angle immediately stopped it, saying that if Strowman wants a cage match with Reigns and Cesaro and Sheamus, if they want that, and Sheamus and Cesaro want their title match, they will stay still. So that's exactly what happened. So it was a hot start to Monday Night Raw, seeing the Shield come out in old uniform, right, and teasing all the events to come. So there you go. But in reality, was this a good show? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And you know what? I would have said it was an okay. It was not bad of a go. It was not that bad of a go home show. It was not a shitty go home show. If it wasn't for what they gave us at the end, it took a show that was not bad but not good at the same time, and it made it garbage. That's what that ending did. And I mean, there's no rectifying that. There really is no rectifying that. WWE, you really need to get your head out of your ass, bro. Because the fact that you had to bring back a 50-year-old Kane in order to assemble 5 people to take on 3 members of the Shield is absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, there's no rectifying that. And if there was nothing to complain about with the Shield reunion last week, you have no argument this week. This was absolutely ridiculous, and it was absolutely garbage. And I am not going to take that back. So for all you salty casuals out there, here's the bird. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. And for now, this has been your Monday Night Raw review for the date of October 16th, 2017 here. Make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, because there is so much other content to go check out. You got Raw reviews, Smackdown reviews, pay-per-view riews, My Career Mode, episode 1 of which was uploaded today on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. You've got Behind the Mic each and every single Saturday, usually uploaded on Sunday. This week we're talking about the modern day failure Raha and the Sleepy Beast Incarnate going against each other in the main event of Survivor Series, and the garbage that is. But we're talking about that. Make sure to go check that out on the channel, because, ladies and gentlemen, for now, this has been Joel Perez. Make sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. I honestly do not know what you are waiting for. Subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Stop being a little fake fan. Subscribe. And, of course, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed what you heard here. If you agreed with my opinions here tonight on Monday Night Raw, make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe. And make sure to comment what you thought about Monday Night Raw here tonight. And, of course, make sure to go on my career and tell me what you think of that as well, because that's really where I want to see the comments. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. And for now, I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I will see you tomorrow for your SmackDown Live review.